I started blasting.
Wow.
Potato, potato.
V.
Are you gonna fix it? I am not gonna fix anything because I'm an artist.
I started blasting.
Hey, good morning. Welcome in. Another day in the metaverse. So, I am anxious to take a second look at my puzzles here in the Eon game that Kay and I were working on. So, when I first opened this, when 0.8 first came out, I immediately went to go look at my puzzles. The ones that I had worked, months, if not, at least weeks on. And the problem I foresaw was that parenting and plants were not working correctly. So this is going to be my first attempt after almost... Has it been 2 weeks already? No. 0.8's been public for maybe 2 weeks now. So, I don't know. I feel as though they might have fixed it behind the scenes here to where plants are working as intended. But we're going to take a look. And the answer is no. But we're going to take a peek under the hood here. See if there's anything I can do to maybe help it understand a little bit better. Also, these were all invisible. And now they're visible, so something is going wrong. Definitely something. Ikion, what's up, dude? I saw Vivox popped in. Good morning, Vivox. Have a good lurk and or sleep. Paul, how are you? Welcome. Jayon, ha, good evening from Bangkok. Ikion Art, hi there. Good morning. Fredford, the logic is here. I suppose that's one thing I can also do is shift, the logic. So it's not a total loss. I mean, right now it kind of is. I'm going to miss the lamps, Ikion. I know you will too. My fellow moth brethren. So essentially, I'm spawning an asset here that is a parent. Get it? It's a parent, but it's also, a parent that has children. So these parents each have plants, and the plants are supposed to also destroy the asset spawners, or no, these are detectors that come with it. So what's happening behind the scenes is I think my communication, it looks like these are all single player. What's up, Kay? Good morning. Garnican, welcome. Go West. Good morning to you. What the heck is that emote, Go West? Good May. So, yeah. First thought here is that some of my assets are using single player, whereas others are using multiplayer. And so this was automatically converted, you know, when we updated to 0.8. So that could be the problem. There's no telling until I actually, you know, poke around under the hood. This will be a single player experience, so I think for the benefit, I will attempt to put everything as single player. Now, this asset spawner is
Those are the beans, y'all.
supposed to be
Enjoy the
spawning
beans.
8.8D.
You want more beans? Check out the stream.
Check out the streams. So 8.8 is supposed to have, and we're gonna break this one down here. Let's find 8.8. It should have within it a spawner. Yep, here it is right here for 8.8D, and that is the plug. I did D for like delivery, but in theory I should just rename them all plug because that would just make more sense. And this one only had, you know, one asset spawner. So this is where we're gonna start. We're gonna do the whole process of trying to convert this and make it work again. Got some good news for me. What's up, Kay? I like good news. Get my day started right. Sparky Stickle, how you doing? Welcome in. Gear set.
Your gear set is approved.
Thank you very much for the update. That's fantastic, dude. Congratulations. To me and you. More so you. Just got the email. So, what does that mean? What's the next step? Are you waiting for multiple to be approved before putting them on the marketplace? But, like, that's big hype. So, congratulations, dude. Big hype. How much did you have to fix? Like, I know I poked into your streams several times while you're working on it.
Oh,
It
yeah.
felt like a couple days.
Let's get excited.
Whole set, batch approving, fixed a lot, yeah. So, like, how many nodes would you say you had to tweak? Or, you know, combine? Okay, so I'm gonna change this, change that, and then take a look at this one. So these are all using multiplayer. I don't understand why. Okay, this one has pickable on it. And pickable's only multiplayer. So if that's the case, maybe I should convert everything to multiplayer. Because I have pickable assets. Okay, so that's what I'll do. This will be multiplayer asset spawner. And then I'm going to resave everything. So essentially I'm going to go through each one and resave it. Gotta do what you gotta do. They do have health, which I think might be what's breaking. That would make a lot of sense. Because right now, pickables cannot have health. So that's probably what's breaking. Well, it's working. So I've already made it, and it's working. However, I couldn't remake it. So if we were to take this and just make a duplicate of it, and I remove this health component right here, I'm not going to be able to re-add that.
Ready to work.
So it's blocked. So I think this might be where the problem's coming in. Hey 9A, what's up? Happy half day. OG Shakespeare bringing the raid. What's up, Raiders? Welcome, OG. Hope you had a fantastic stream. OG, I want a Thunderbird. From Fred and Ferd stream. Which, by the way, Fred and Ferd stream Roxy. Fantastic event. A lot of fun. K had over 1K empty nodes. What the heck? Oh, you abuse the empty parent. Okay. I see, K, to get those shapes and circles. Makes sense, K. But yeah, OG, thank you so much for the raid. Welcome in, everybody. Happy Wednesday. I'm trying to figure out where I went wrong, and it turns out pickables cannot have health components. So I have to reconsider that portion of the puzzle. All it really was me resetting these plugs, and they had an animation on them, but it seems as though I'll need to make them as plants instead, because that's the only way to destroy them if they're a pickable component, and they have to be pickable to do the puzzle. So yeah, that's the current conundrum. We're going to be trying to work through that puzzle once more. This one is 5.0, which is also here. So I should be able to delete it. But yeah, a lot of redoing for this one. But hopefully I just pinpointed the problem. So we'll see. Mosquita, welcome. Wicked, you too, good morning. Yolks on you, good morning to you. Welcome in, everybody. G to the M. How you doing, Escape from Artist?
Ready to work.
Ready. Fashul. Resubscribing. Thanks, Fashul. Yeah, OG, no worries, no rush. In fact, I would like to pay it forward, OG, and I'm going to be purchasing
Quick
a Thunderbird.
question for you. Do you know
me.
of a way to gate detective and asset equipment is worn?
Ah, yes, Escape from Artist. Unfortunately, no. That's not possible right now. But they are re-adding that drop feature in the near future. I think right now it doesn't work. So, for example, if I went into my inventory, I can't drop this right now. So that will soon be re-enabled. We might be able to do it with the quest item. But as for, if equipment is, actively worn, that's not possible. You can have it to where when the player picks up the equipment, things trigger. But yeah, I know what you're asking, and I really hope that becomes a potential, So if you give this collectible, we'll see if I can drop it from my inventory. It might be a quest item only feature. So we have right here in the bottom left a drop button, but it doesn't work. So that's going to be enabled eventually. So you can't drop, like D on my keyboard's not working. I can't click the word drop. So yeah, I think you know what's up, Escape from Artist then. And yeah, Fashul, thank you very much for resubbing. Let me go ahead and write your name down. And yeah, you guys are here early, coming in with OGs. Shout out to OG as I put up a early bird giveaway.
My head's up here. There we go. Okay. So yeah, I was curious about that. If that would happen, or what it would do basically. But see what I'm saying? Like, everyone's loving sliding. This is like the best. Okay. You slide all fucking day,
All
sliding
day.
Around, sliding around.
Alright, so we're gonna show a little love. And everybody gets to spam OG Shakespeare. So that's the code word. At OG Shakespeare. Should automatically pop up. Still trying to free Durst. Oh, Fred Durst. Oh, Go West, I get it. Do you want a fat lip? Go West. Because that's how you get a fat lip. Hey, Paul's here. He's been here. What's up, Paul? I'm just looking at Dorkbot's AOs. What's up, J-Dog? How's it going? Gorgeous. Okay, so yeah, let's go ahead and attempt to fix this puzzle. So we're basically going to go through each one of these plugs, and they aren't published yet, so I can at least re-upload them with the correct animation. But I was using the animated decoration to give it this kind of illusion of spinning once I started holding it, which it looks like that doesn't even work anymore. So we can see here, they are defaulted to their side, but in-game, they no longer spin when I'm holding them. So that was kind of like the whole point of me adding that hover vertical. But for my own reference, that's what I want, I think. Kind of hard to say. But for now, we're going to make the puzzle work before we focus on that aspect. So I'm going to change it to a plant. And we're essentially going to use the same message that would kill the health component. So just fun fact, this worked in 0.7, a pickable with a health component, but I believe that's what's breaking my game right now, is having a pickable with a health component, because those are currently blocked. So we're going to do water.incorrect.combo, and that's going to destroy it, which is somewhat beneficial, because that's only one message, and so that's going to make my job a lot easier if that's the solution. I'm not saying it is, but kind of hoping it is. So we've got all that, and then I will resave this. We do have to keep everything for this specific puzzle as synchronized, aka MP, messages, because I'm using pickables. And pickables are using, at this time, multiplayer. You know, in the future, we'll probably get single-player pickable. It doesn't really matter at the moment. Also, just from some simple testing, if you have a single-player game, you can use both, and they will intercommunicate, so it's not a problem. But it's just a good practice, especially if you are making a multiplayer game, to, you know, only be using multiplayer behaviors and components. Cool, so I'm going to save this, and we're going to start renaming them. That'll also give me a better understanding of what's been fixed. This is 8.8 plug, which will also be the very first item. Aw. Game Maker break. Game Maker break. Just trying to wake up. Everybody sucks, Go West.
Oh! No! We suck again!
Paul, you know I didn't save. You're just doing that out of maliciousness.
You can do it!
Hey, Blue Tulip. What's happening? Let's go! Did you guys want to see my my cheat? I wouldn't say it's a cheat, but I knew a shortcut in yesterday's races. Oh, did you guys take it down? With the DDD award show? Oh, why so slow, Game Maker? Why so slow? Oh, here it is. I have to show it now that I...
Oh no. We suck again. You can do it.
Cash money. Hey, Vox Machina. What's happening?
Vox Machina.
Of course Vox Machina's done something like this.
Go West, I found a shortcut, and then I watched other people try to use the same shortcut, but I had at least practiced it. These other people were trying to do it in the moment, and they failed, and so they stopped trying. But I'll show you guys how I won 4 races. But yeah, I had such a great time last night, so shout out to Fred and Roxy for putting all that together. And of course, all the sponsors. So essentially, there's 2 corners here that have a box. If you step up on the box and then jump immediately, you get so much extra speed and distance. So basically, there's 2 corners where you can do that. So yeah, that's how I secured my lead in a couple races. Hey Lula! What's happening? I can't go in, Big Wolf. Ow.
Oh no! We suck again!
That was a good idea, right, Fred? Thanks. But yeah, now everybody knows Fred. HD drifting. High definition. You either have to be high or deaf to do that type of drift. Can you slide in water? Maybe. I don't... PG, we actually did try, and you can't slide once you hit the water. The littles couldn't play. Yeah, well, Sparky, you were there. That counts for more than anything. And welcome in, Lula. And yeah, Kay, the connection, I think everybody was kind of brute forcing it, as Fred was saying. Alright, let's try this again. Did I get to save anything? I wonder if my preset saved. So if you save your game, or do not save it after saving a preset, does it keep the preset? So I had saved my preset, and then it crashed. So we'll drag and drop it on the field. It did not save the preset. Now, I don't know if that has anything to do with the crash itself, but it did not save my preset. That's worth mentioning for you devs out there. So if you crash, your presets are not updated. So, but again, I'm not going to be testing that exclusively. But perhaps, you know, that'll make sense if you encounter the same problem as me. Okay, let's preset it again. Okay, I'm going to delete this one. And that's when my game crashed, is when I deleted that. But it seems to be working fine now.
Ready to work.
Rufu! Rufu's here. Oh, wait, no, that... I'm looking at the wrong notifications. Tom's here! How's it going, Tom? I was looking at yesterday's notifications.
Hey, Tom Voxel, how are you? Welcome, buddy.
Tom Voxel!
Tom Voxel himself! Tom Voxel's here. What's up, Tom? And Panda Pops. The Panda with the Pops.
Amazing. Voxel artist. Boop, boop, boop,
Boop, boop, boop, boop, boop. And yeah, Fashul, I'm glad you had so much fun. And Fashul won a race too, I thought. Yeah, the whole chat delay might have been a thing. I don't know. But welcome in, Tom. Welcome in, Panda. And Tom resubbing. Thank you so much, Tom. I'll give you guys a second if you'd like to enter into the giveaway. If not, all good. The code word is at OG Shakespeare. So Adam, get Adam. Fashul won twice. Well, Fashul, no pressure, but are you going to be buying anything with it? With your sand? I'm essentially going to pay off all my debts. Because I owe everyone here at least, like, a couple creator coins. So I'm going to use that sand to buy assets. Hey, let's go. Alright, now that Lula Love got in, we'll roll the giveaway. J-Dog won it! J-Dog, you've got some kind of luck, my friend. Congratulations. Congratulations. Woohoo! Woohoo!
75. Woohoo! Woohoo!
We need more woohoos in our lives, you know? And less boohoos. More woohoos, less boohoos. Woo! Wicked knows what's up. So close. I'm sorry, Hoddles. Panda Pops, you say that as though 8 is enough. That's not even a baker's dozen. It's like you descent into madness. Well, you guys are having fun. And you can thank Go West, Panda Pops. Go West is the one that suggested it. That we clip them all and use them.
Banana! Banana!
Alright, so we're gonna fix all of the plugs. And I'm not saying that's gonna fix, you know, my problems. But there's a good chance that's how it's breaking. So we're gonna put all the plugs on the field. We'll go in order here. Four, 5, 6, 7, and we already did 8. And so each one of these had an exclusive tag on them that was used for the puzzle. However, the current problem... Oh,
yeah.
wow,
Woohoo!
this one
Let's get
fixed
excited.
itself. Interesting. This one doesn't have pickable. Okay, never mind. I'm remembering I did that on purpose. If it's 8.0, it doesn't have any juice in it, no charge, so it's not supposed to be pick-upable. But anyway, we can remove that. Before I remove that, can I put it back on? I can. But again, you can't have a health component and a pickable at the same time. It didn't, when I put it back on, it didn't keep whatever messages were attached to it, which is interesting. Okay, we're going to move this back to a plant. And it's going to be water incorrect. And I want to take a look at what message, because I just need to confirm they're all using that same message. Which I believe they are. Water.incorrect.combo. Cool. That's what we needed. So we're basically putting a plant on each one of them, which I suppose I could do it all together. That'd probably be faster. So let me try that. A little bit of lag here. A lot of bit of lag here. And it's like drag selecting, which is kind of weird. Hey, Lucas, what's up, dude? Welcome in. Howdy doing? It's okay, it's funny. We're having fun. Hey man, missed your face. Aw. Thanks, Lucas. I would miss my face too. If I woke up and my face was gone, well, Lucas, I would miss it. I would actually be terrified if I didn't have my face. Slow-mo run to high five. Okay, this is weird. Not what we were talking about, but rather... Well, yeah, that was also weird. But the way my game was working. It's all weird. So I'm going to save it before the game maker crashes. And then we're going to save all of these as presets. That sounds terrifying, says Lucas. Yeah. Yeah. Hey, I mean, that's some story potential there. So I'm curious if any of you have kept up with the D&D legal issues that were going on last month. I don't think any of you are, linked or following those events. Oh, Panda, you were paying attention to it. Okay. Essentially, to summarize, Dungeons & Dragons, their parent company, Wizards of the Coast, and then their parent company, Hasbro, were trying to get more money out of content creators that made D&D relative content. There was such a big backlash from the community, which was inspiring to say the least, that essentially everybody canceled their Dungeons & Dragons subscriptions. They were boycotting any products, such as the upcoming movie. They were getting such bad press that D&D basically had to go back on everything they said of, trying to get more royalties from creators, as well as essentially have some legal jargon that would bankrupt, these small businesses that were trying to make a living by making Dungeons & Dragons content. And so Wizards of the Coast finally, admitted defeat, and now their SRD, which is a system reference document, basically everything you need to play Dungeons & Dragons, is now not only in the public domain, it's Creative Commons enforced. So basically anybody can make money off of, the basics of Dungeons & Dragons now. And it's permanent if it's Creative Commons. So yeah, it was a really big win for the community, and that happened over the last month. Really cool stuff. So technically speaking, I could make a game that is Dungeons & Dragons like rules. Like I can't essentially call it Dungeons & Dragons, for example. There are certain trademarks that are still, not public domain. But I can make a Dungeons & Dragons game in the sandbox. That's something I could do. I technically have like 4 projects that have to be made first. Then we can talk about that. Well, maybe food for thought. I don't know. Call it Big Fire Lizards and Poisons. We'll call it Dragons and Dungeons. Or Dragons Inside Dungeons. That's actually a pretty good meme name. Damsels and Druids. Yeah, Escape from Artists, that's probably more appropriate. I can imagine something with that. So yeah, for those of you just joining, I'm basically redoing all of the things that were broken once we updated to 0.8 in an attempt to save my puzzles. Puzzles, I spent probably weeks on. Wait, that's not the right one. So we're trying to fix them. Spells, sorts, and stealth. You guys are onto something. Top says dragons and sandboxes. Okay. That's definitely a W. Win dragons in our D&D. Ooh, Panda. Don't tempt me. Dragons can polymorph into people whenever they want. So if a dragon wants to look like a person, they can. Without, ever revealing themselves. So you might have already met a dragon, Panda. Maybe you're a dragon, and you don't know it. It was Desna. Yep. Desna's gonna go dragon form. And she's just gonna save everybody. Been a while since I played D&D, but I recall dragons being quite rare. Yes, Halfd0rk, but I guess it also depends on the story you're telling. Garnican, who wouldn't want a dragon as a pet? Come on. It's a trick question. Alright, so we've updated all of the 8-point plugs. I'm gonna test the puzzle real quick, see if there's any change. So this is a good sign that it spawned another one, although I don't know what number plug this is. So it doesn't tell me that. Okay. This should be 0, which means I shouldn't be able to pick it up. But it looks like I can. Hmm. 8-5. I mean, that's a good sign. Everything else is breaking. Well, back to more plugs, I suppose. I mean, these are good signs that are happening, so. Three, 4, and 5. So we're removing the health. I just want to confirm that the health says... Yep, water.incorrect combo. So what I'll do is I'll drag select all of these. Make sure I don't have anything selected underground or above. Then we're going to remove the health. And we'll remove the animated decoration. Did I add the correct messages to the plants? I don't know if I did. A little bit of lag as it updates each one individually. Then we do water.incorrect combo. And that should have written it to all of them. Now, what I'm afraid of is I might have forgotten to do that with the 8s. No, I did it. We're good. I'm big brain. Hogwarts Legacy. Ooh, Tom's gonna be playing it. That'll be fun, Tom. I wish it was multiplayer, though. That's the one thing, Hogwarts Legacy, that would push me over the top into buying it, is if it was multiplayer. But it looks fun nonetheless. Looks very fun. Panda Pops, if you want a dragon pet, good luck finding one. Lucas wants a snake shifting dragon that enjoys taking on the form of a puppy. Oh, that's adorable. It's my service animal, says Garnican. That's funny. The Dark Arts pack. Ooh. Bye life, hello Hogwarts. Oh, nice, Panda. Look forward to it. I know Ikion was also talking about streaming it, so Ikion also a big fan. Ikion Art. And is anybody else considering streaming it? Because I'll, instead of buying it, I'd probably prefer watching it. Namely because I feel as though I would, sink too much time into it. Which I guess isn't a bad thing, video games in themselves are just an escape. But I think I get guilty too often with, long form video games. So I stick to like arcade style games. But yeah, I want to watch people stream it, is what I'm saying. Oh, and Lucas also got it. Nice. And yeah, Ikion will be streaming, so shout out Ikion if you guys haven't followed him yet. Check it out. He doesn't have no clips, though. Okay, so we're doing all the plugs again, so 5.0. Wait. Yes, we're good. 0.1. 5.2. And I really hope my stuff fixes. It's not gonna do it on its own, that's for sure. Because I'm spawning presets that have asset spawners, and somewhere within it, it's just not communicating properly. And so I'm hoping this is the problem. We basically had assets with blocked messages. We're going to be converting everything to multiplayer messages. So hopefully that allows us to communicate properly. If not, well, we're kind of screwed. We're going to move over to 3.0s. There's only 4 of these. Uh-oh. I'm feeling the lag. I should probably save it. No, I'll save it later. Famous last words. Water. Okay, that's the only fix it needed. Save. No clips because music! Of course, no worries, Ikion. Planning on getting collectors, but the funds came too late. I feel you. Honestly though, you know, with these, well, I guess the collectors as physical items, but the other, you know, digital stuff, you know, it's just, you know, like cosmetics in game. Oh, PS5, nice. PC. What are you gonna do with a wand, Panda? What are you gonna do with a wand? Wave it around like a cool person? Ah, okay. I was just making sure. That's exactly what a cool person would do. Go to the pub and wave their wand around and cast Expelliarmus on any person that comes near.
Wow.
Wow. Cast Arrivederci on all your friends. Yes, I would cast Domo Arigato, Mr. Roboto, a custom spell. Turns you into a robot. That's cast Drink a Lotus, says Panda. Panda, here's what you should do. You should get a wand that is just a straw. And so you cast Drink a Lotus, and then you just stick the wand in there, drink, and... Logicus Touristicus. Paul, is that an actual spell? Paul, am I cursed now? Did you just curse me? With big brain? I now have big brain. Straw wand. 4 years of Game Maker crashes. Paul, why? No! Alright, well, I'll have to do my own reverse counter spell. Windows Defender. You just got firewalled, bro. Oh, and Lucas, you collect the wands too. Don't need any others. Fleur de la Cour. Nothing is an actual spell. But Halfd0rk Hill, come on, use your imagination. Who's on Amazon and Harry Potter's looking for Harry Potter stuff? Do I have any Harry Potter merch? I'm looking around my immediate room. Ooh. I should probably clean. No, no Harry Potter merch. No, I don't think I own anything Harry Potter. I do have a shirt. That's it. That's the one thing I could think of. Did I save? Oh well, too late. So, it's supposed to be spawning the relative plug. So it should be spawning 3.3 plug. So, we're going to do this one step at a time. And I'm going to take a look at 3.3. And then I'm going to look at the messages that should be communicating with it. This is our 3.3 box, which should have inside of it an asset spawner. Which, hindsight, I should move the asset spawner out of these speaker components, because each one detects a different plug. So this is the asset spawner. So we're going to shift it up, and then we'll lower this. So this message, water.incorrect.combo, is supposed to be coming from a health component. That's going to be one of these. So it's sending out water.incorrect.combo, and this one's going to all of my messages, or I should say the plant plugs. And then we also have this one, which is going to our asset spawners. Perhaps the tag got changed, so this is asset space spawner. Asset space spawner. So it looks like that tag's already available. So that particular message, we're going to also add tools to it, just in case, because it's sending out this message. Now, we need to track and make sure that message is going out. So I'm going to move this kind of, whoops, don't want to click all those. I'm going to move all of these closer to our workspace, and we can see if they activate. Harry Pooper Geeks, escape from artist. You have HP bed sheets, but yeah, nothing you can utilize on streams. We need Harry Potter memes. Do you guys know any Harry Potter memes that I can add to the stream? Good morning. Yeah, Lucas. And I read it out loud. My fault. Alright, so let's try this again. And I'm looking for the explosions. So 1, 2, those two happened, and the third one happened. However, our asset spawner might not be spawning. Or these have too long of a delay now. So just for testing, I'm going to change the delay on all these. This one will be 2. We're going to add 1 second to each. This one is also 2. And then also I need to remove the visibility, or I should toggle it on, that way I can see these in action. And then I'm also going to resave this preset so we can test it. So 3.3. I'll go ahead and delete it. And now we're going to test it again. I solemnly swear I'm up to no good. You would, Ikion. You're a mischievous one. for Absorb the Knowledge. Ooh, Fred's got one. Let's take a look. Yeah, no, I can see it. The slow clap's pretty good too. It's crazy. Like, these people are generally our age now too. Like, I think everyone here kind of grew up with Harry Potter, huh? Okay, so it spawned everything, and updating the preset caused it to spawn correctly. That, or it was my health components updating those. But I think updating the preset actually fixed this, which is a very good sign. So I'm going to go ahead and update the 5.5 preset, and we'll see if we get the same result. And this time, I'm not going to change anything. All I'm going to do is resave the preset. That's it. And delete it. Do it again. Well, that didn't do it. Bye, I'm off to Hogwarts. Alright, we'll save this one too. Enhance. Why is his hand covered in wraps? I guess that's a British thing because it's so cold. Hey, I'm not Sidetrack Panda. I just go on tangents with you all. But I'm still working. I'm still working. Let's get over here. Maybe one of my asset spawners is broken? Okay, we're gonna separate all of these again for testing. I mean, I do want to find what the problem is. This is the 5.5 plug spawner. And we had all these lamps. My lamps! And ideally, I might convert these into logic donuts, but that would take an exorbitant amount of time. I don't think it's really worth it, because they're gonna get destroyed anyway. Because they're all attached to this box. And the box can be moved, and when it's destroyed, it's supposed to destroy everything else. So, let's go ahead and resave this box. The box. We delete it. We test it. HP quiz night. I know a good amount of lore of Harry Potter. I feel like I could participate. Also, Panda Pops, you're not supposed to say that name. He who shall not be named. Alright, so that fixed our plug again. So I'm very curious as to where it went wrong. All I did was edit each thing that is a child, and I did a very simple edit, such as turn the visibility on. So, what does that tell me? That tells me that the presets got, I don't know, they needed this update, you know, to remind them that they have children. Do you parents ever forget that you have children? I'm just curious. You don't have to answer that. This one does still say battery plug yellow, which I do not want. Do not want. I mean, yes, kinda. Maybe for like 90 seconds. There you go, Sparky. I plead the fifth. It says HODL. Yeah, for sure. Alright, Lucas. Gonna go eat the frog, go for a run. Have a great one, Lucas. Good on you for keeping with the routine. Have a great one, Lucas. Talk to you soon. Save work. Yes, sir, Mr. Vox Machina. Mr. Machina, sir. Alright, so with all that done, I can re-edit these health back. So we're going to remove 1 second from each, because we added 1 second to each to see if we could pinpoint the problem. And I believe it had to do with the parent-child structure, and it just needed an update. So, try this again. Yeah, so it's spawning. Now, I don't think it's going to work with other combinations, because I only did 3.3 and 5.5. And so we can see here that even though these are visible, these needed to be removed. Oh, so we're back to, oh no. Back to ground zero here. These weren't removed when I got the water.incorrect combo. So let's take a look at those. So that's going to be part of the problem. So essentially all of these need to now have the same plant message as my box. And we can see how many messages that is. But if I have to, I have to. Thought we discovered that plant messages were finally working again. It's weird. Did I give these health components? Because that would do it instead. It would also make my life a lot easier if health components worked instead. These don't have a tag at the moment. And we can't add health components because that's a universal message, which means it would destroy all of them when, you know, the puzzle requires them to remain on the map. So we do have to repeat everything on this plant behavior here. But shouldn't take too long. I'll take a screenshot. And this is probably the biggest out of all of them, so it's kind of like getting it out of the way. We can also take a look at the parent hierarchy. So we'll go to 3.3. And I'll go ahead and just rename all of these 3.3. So they're all currently lined up. The only problem here is the asset spawner might not get destroyed. Because the asset spawner is using a behavior already. Now, the other option here is to unparent everything. I don't think that'll help me. It might if only one child can be destroyed with the parent. That would be a big benefit. However, for now, we're going to focus on these and see if it'll work. So we're going to do plant, and it's going to do all of them individually. We're going to add all the messages. This might take a while. Halfd0rk. Yeah, Tom, the forbidden spell. How many child does you preset spawning? This particular one, we're looking at about 10. 11 specifically. So we'll see if this helps. They're all currently parented to one asset. However, they're not being destroyed after being spawned as a preset. So I've presetted it all to the parent. However, the parent, when it's destroyed, because it too has a plant behavior, it is not taking the children with it, is what we have just discovered. And so the children, all they had was a speaker component. So what we'll do is, for now, I suppose for testing I should only do one message. But this will be fine. My asset spawner, I can't add that, so... water puzzle reset will destroy it. 3.3, basically all the 3.3s. Yep. So we'll go down the list here. I can feel the lag, it's actually kind of slow. Yeah, it's abysmal. But I think that's because I'm editing 10 assets at the same time. The children become double for you, huh? That's interesting. Same child in double. Now, if I add these as plants, I can actually remove them from the main parent, but we're going to test. We're doing a couple tests here. So if this doesn't work, I'm going to remove them from the parent. But I think it was like trying to calculate, like removing more than 2 assets at a time. And it just was not able to compute that, perhaps. This is a pretty big part of my puzzle. Rufu, what's up, dude? Welcome. Amateur hour already? This is cleanup hour. And it's a struggle. This is vomit on my sweater already. Mom's spaghetti. This is probably the most messages of any singular asset. But I would have to do this for every single one. But if it works, like, I don't mind, you know? It's one of those things that you gotta do what you gotta do. Okay, so now that those are set up, we'll resave our preset. The asset spawner, we cannot add that plant behavior to. But for now, everything is still connected. Resave the box. And so, the next thing I'll try, if this doesn't work, is I'm going to resave the box as a different name. Because that is something we also did with the plug, and that may or may not have factored into it. So we'll find out. Now I'm much just here to pester your second favorite American. Who's your first favorite? I'm honestly honored to be second. Okay, so we take the plug, we bring it, it spawns all these bad boys, and now I take this elsewhere. That time, it did leave the spawner. However, the spawner remaining isn't necessarily a bad thing. Also, if this is 3.0, it worked correctly. So if this is 3.0, that's fine. It's an empty. However, this asset spawner I don't think is supposed to be there. Thinking. If I told you, I would have to kill you. Well, I don't want to die, so you do not have to tell me. Dying is my least favorite thing. Now, the asset spawner did remain. So what does that tell me? That toggle was in the middle. I'm not sure if that had anything to do with it. Let's resave it and find out. So 3.3. So again, we're spawning 3.3 here, and we want the asset spawner to go away. So now we're going to take this. Looks like our detectors currently don't work. And the asset spawner did remain. And it didn't spawn 3.0. Okay, next test. I'm going to rename this the box. This is 3.3 box. Try it again. So that's 3.3 box that just spawned. Take this. It is currently being destroyed. And it is taking it with it. So I believe this is 3.0, what I'm holding right now. Which I should probably, just for my own, testing, I should rename this 3.3 plug to 3.3 plug. Resave that. And then I'll also rename the 3.0 plug, because that's the other option that would be spawning right now. So we'll be able to test which one is working. do a plug. Okay, we try it again. Cool, so this is 3.3 plug. Perfect. Take it elsewhere. It's respawning 3.3 plug. So this asset spawner is currently compiling. Okay. So I need a new way to destroy the asset spawners. Tenth favorite. I mean, Rufu is a pretty cool Aussie. I don't really know that many other Aussies. He is my second favorite, though. So the asset spawner is not receiving the kill command. Now, I'm going to attempt to reconfigure this. So what I'll do is I'll duplicate it and then reparent it. And we'll see if that fixes it. Again, I'm trying to find a simple solution to fix my problems here. So now we're basically going to be spawning 2 plugs. So we have 2 asset spawners, 2 plugs. They are both remaining, even though they are children of the parent. And the parent is being destroyed by plant. So it is not currently accepting the death message from the plant. That leaves me with very few options if I'm using an asset spawner. Second option here is to remove all of the plugs from the parent itself. Unfortunately, I will have to do the detection messages because those are exclusive to each box, so they do need to be destroyed whenever a new box appears. However, the plugs I can separate, much like how I have my box spawners here. But I do need to make a new message now so that these will be turning on and off depending on messages. And fortunately, but also unfortunately, toggle behaviors do work with multiple messages now. I think this is something that was added in 0.8, although I'm not too certain. But before toggle messages, you can only pick one. So now toggle messages, you can have multiple. So that's probably what we'll do. So for example, this will be turned on when a new 3.3 is spawned. And then I'm going to be placing them above each of their relative boxes. So this is 3.3, spawning the plug. It's rotated. Oh, this one's rotated. Thinking. Rufu, when you're done, could you please check your DMs? Sure, Rufu. Let me take a peek. So it's 9:20. It's about time for my morning coffee, so we're probably going to do another giveaway. As I step away for a moment. Rufu, I don't see any messages from you. Not sure where you DM'd me. But we're gonna take a quick commercial break. Not get wild. Don't do it, Kay. Don't do it.
He didn't make it. He tried to get away from your.
Don't do it. New code word is up on screen.
You can do it!
Tell me W-H-Y, Y.
So it's 420.
For shame! For shame! For shame! Okay, we're done. I'm amazing.
And the seagull
Fox
goes.
artist. Boop, 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 boop.
Mine, 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 and the seagull goes. Mine, 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 mine.
Thun, thun. Do not drop.
Well, hello there.
I will take this ad break to remind you that Cyber Dragon is a peasant. Thank you for listening to this paid advertisement brought to you by Rufu.
While the boss is away, one can get naughty.
Wow.
Indubitably.
Sheesh.
We're waiting.
So, who wants to play marbles?
Banana.
Can I get a ooh yeah?
Oh yeah. He hear you.
Who wants to raid booty?
Ain't no party like a booty raid party.
All the booty.
And we're back. And we're back.
So
Hannah
much
Pops.
booty. Pirates be getting up in here.
Hannah Pops pinning messages. We're talking about booty and my
Are you
stream?
losing your hair? Well, for $59.92 a month you can get Keeps. A complete hair regrowth system that is scientifically proven to work. By weight it gets better, but one complete packages and get a second one free.
Yes, I know
This
I'm balding.
offer only applies to
Thank
the
you.
first 100 callers. Use code RUFIA for an additional 10% of your first order.
Should I? No. No. Rufu, I would rather pay 10% more than have you help my hair growth loss. Alright, we'll roll it. Lula-Love9! No way!
Lula-Love GG!
Lula-Love9 says GG! Congratulations. This is fine.
This is fine.
This is fine. Oh, I love how the donuts are bouncing on screen. Those are good donuts. Or everything bagels, as Tom calls them. Alright. We have to do a poll now. Logic circles are ... donuts or everything bagels. Halfd0rk, those are holes. There are holes in those. I hope those are not the condoms you use, Halfd0rk. Do you not see how many holes are in these things? The giant gap. Bagels. I mean, for one thing, an everything bagel is like a double entendre. So I gotta hand it to Tom because, you know, logic in the game maker, like we're using them for everything. So it makes sense to call them an everything bagel. But they look like donuts.
I hope you don't use condoms with holes in it.
I don't, Kay, not me. Limitless, welcome in. We're just talking about philosophy here. The usual. I'm currently trying to fix one of my games. And this has a lot of problems since updating it to 0.8. However, you know, these are problems that we are willing to solve because 0.8 has added quite a lot of features. But welcome in, Limitless. Anything that ails you today? Perhaps there's something I can help you with in Game Maker. Which, by the way, guys, this is an interactive forum. It doesn't just have to be, you know, pick on Halfd0rk or try to sell him Keeps hair growth treatment, Rufu. That doesn't have to be my stream. "100% normal, yep, We're not required to pick on you? Well, Sparky, if you want to be labeled a heckler, sure. Yeah, Wylan, exactly, Kay. I wonder who the bad influence is. How many bad apples do we have? I think all of you are bad apples at this point. No offense, of course. I know you're teasing, Rufu. Everybody requires a little bit of pestering now and then. Alright, so our turn on messages. These asset spawners, we need to have permanently available. Now, to turn them on, well, we're going to be using the same message structure as is required to destroy. So if I'm turning on a 3.3, I believe... Alright, we're gonna make some cuts. I'm gonna duplicate this just as a backup. But that has to be destroyed. And then basically all of these detectors we're now going to stack back on top. If you ever need to stack an asset, push it up against the edge of your land. That causes it to stack, you know, perfectly, depending on your asset. And so I had all of these same lamps that were the same shape and size. Now, I can also turn them invisible. We know they work now, so sure. Again, all I did was add all of these messages here. We're going to go ahead and resave this box preset. Delete it. And now our asset spawner here has to have those same messages that enable it and disable it. So the new problem is, how long is this gonna take? I need to brainstorm a way to make this simpler. I think this might be something we revisit. So, instead, I kind of want to play an alpha game. Because what I'm about to do with this is going to be a lot of trial and error. And I think over the next 24 hours, so I'm going to pick this up tomorrow, what we're working on now. I'm going to hopefully, you know, subconsciously create a solution that can be easily implemented. So for today... For the rest of the stream, I'm probably just going to play some of the alpha games. I have to catch up on some of those. Especially if I want to meet the quota of, you know, the play map. Shiny! But yeah, I'm going to take a screenshot of this to inspire me. Or make me cry later, one of the others. Because I think using the toggle is what we'll have to do. And it's going to be turning off messages, but we've been using the same message to spawn things. So we'll need a new message to turn everything off. So essentially, we're going to have this message spawn everything associated with the current puzzle. And the current puzzle is going to be different combinations of things. And then a second later, it's going to use the same message to turn off. That way we can reuse this message, which should be beneficial. But I don't know if this will work.
Who is this sexy beast? It's my boy Halfd0rk streaming from the Walmart basement Wi-Fi.
Yep, that's me. Mr. Sexy Beast. You can just call me Mr. Beast. Nobody calls me by my first name. Sexy. So I don't think this will work because we're using the same message here to spawn an asset, but I'm going to test it real quick. So what I'll do to test is going to put water.incorrect.combo on everything. How did that? Then I'm going to add a button just to tinker with. If you have a speaker and a button on the same asset, will it send two messages every time you interact with it? That's a thought. Tom, if I get to chat tomorrow on the stream and say, hey, sexy, will you remember that's actually your first name? Tom, that was my street name. So, you know, I doubt that is behind me. That's in my past, Tom. I don't like talking about my past. You all know that. But yeah, I'll probably remember. So I gotta go save the world and the Legend of Sword and Fairy. Tell us about your past. Rufu, I made a lot of money in my past. That's all you need to know. Good morning, Pickaxe Master. Welcome. Pickaxe, is it a lucky Wednesday today? Are the miners preparing their delve into the great abyss? If so, I will gladly send them your way. Let's see. I wanted to test this while we're loading up the experience, though. Of course, it loads as soon as I want to test. Saving, saving, saving. Yes, it is! I was on an episode of Cops. Rufu, that is a deleted episode. Do not share that. That would destroy my career if that got out. So I'm spamming the this button here, and it is not spawning the asset in question. Now, if I remove one of these... Oh wait, it's not even, it doesn't even have the same. Try it again. So in theory, on every third button press, it should spawn the asset. That doesn't seem to be the case. So instead, let's remove one of these. So I'm going to have the turn off message be set to true, and we're going to remove the on. So essentially, if I push this button one time, the hope is that it will spawn and then turn off simultaneously. Okay. Okay. But how consistent will that be? That's going to require some testing for sure. We can also try toggle. Every time I type the letter R, it's randomly rotating, which is kind of annoying. That was something I encountered in the last version of 0.8. But it's not happening as often. Basically typing in messages in these fields, sometimes it rotates whatever asset. Okay, this is the last little test, and then I'm going to hop into the alpha game, play through it, and then we'll be ready for the Pickaxe Masters Lucky Miner Wednesdays. Ghost Cat Joypad, hi there. Any good multiplayer maps on this game in the Creator app? I'm new to this game. I want to find a cool map to play and others to join. So, Ghost Cat, welcome in. And yes, there are some great multiplayer games. The first thing I should mention, 0.8 is a term that's been thrown around a lot in the community, and that is because it's a new creator software. That causes a lot of lighting effects to be incorporated. Lighting is one of the many multiplayer, new effects added. So, there's going to be more games in the old version, which is 0.7. But there's tons of new maps coming out every single day in the creator software for 0.8. So, my, I guess, suggestion here is if you want to try the new things, 0.8. If you want to try the old things that people have already made that are already, like quality standard maps, that's going to be 0.7. But yeah, we'll take a quick look. Thanks for popping in. So right now I'm using the toggle message here, and it does seem to be working pretty well. It's still spawning the plugs. It does require a few more button presses than I would like. It looks like it's like 5 pushes. But on the 0.8, we can just take a quick look. I've already saved, so this is the map I've been working on. It's a single player. Yeah, Rufu's plugging his own map right now. If you like an Australian-themed environment, that's a good place to hang out. We were all playing in yesterday, so we had a big community event hosted by Fred and Ferd, who might be hanging around, on this map, which has some really cool sliding functionality, so it's a great place to race. What page is it on? Is it on page 2? So this one I highly recommend as a, a fun racing map that you can race your friends on. I'll even pop in real quick just to show. But yeah, multiplayer is relatively, fresh. So we are now getting, new multiplayer experiences. They've added a lot of functionality for us in terms of multiplayer. So here is the map we played last night. So a bunch of us all jumped in into this community-made map here in 0.8 Game Maker. And the really big takeaway here is that there is sliding. So we can slide all around the map, and we can race by doing this kind of like Tokyo drifting. Unfortunately, I think my computer is running too many things at the same time. So either this is going to crash, or it might take an extra moment to load. How do you know if it's multiplayer? There's going to be a social hub. I'm going to reload that real quick. You'll see a little tag on the bottom that says social hub. So streaming does have its downside sometimes. My computer's like, hey, I need a break. Give me a break. Couldn't be me, never. So, you'll see this little tag here. So you'll notice, Ghost Cat, that a lot of people are testing it out because we have so much extra functionality. Some of these, you know, a lot haven't really gotten too mature yet. Some of these maps were made very recently. This one looks pretty fun. I can see there's a lot of custom assets here. This one might be a fun one to explore. Cyclades. But I did want to show off Fred and Ferds, because he's a friend of ours here at the show. He and Roxy Miguel put this together. Oh, Tom, what's that form for? Oh, that doesn't work right now. Let me just disable that. Yeah, Tom, I just clicked it too. I was like, wait, where does that go? I'll probably reconnect that to a creator coin winner form. Igura, welcome in. How are you? Cool. So, yeah, for those of you looking for a multiplayer map to play, it's going to be a lot more stable with fewer people in it. But it's essentially like a giant stage. And then all around the map on the outside is like a race course. So you can see all the effort was put into it. This was made in like less than a week. And it was really well put together. And there's even some fun like hidden secrets you can find. Such as the broom closets, to name one. But the fun part is the racing. So if you have someone to race against, Fred, Ferd, and Roxy put this sliding racetrack. So you're kind of like Tokyo drifting through the whole thing. So we spent like 2 hours last night just racing each other. And not to brag, but I did take 4 wins. And then I started to sit out because I wanted other people to win. Woohoo! Oh, thank you, Tom, for the commission. Gotcha. But yeah, this is a fun one I would recommend. And again, this is 0.8 Game Maker, so everybody has to have 0.8 to do that. Fred, I agree, that was a good rule. Raptor Zone, that sounds interesting. I did want to poke into this one. This one had some very unique assets, so I wanted to see what that was all about. But yeah, Ghost Cat, as I'm sure you're aware, there's also the alpha client. So that's going to be 0.7 content. So you're not going to have as many multiplayer experiences, but this is what you can access from the main website. And there are a couple multiplayer, such as Meta Chinatown, and those don't really have many like games per se. Yeah, so Ghost Cat, if you're new to the sandbox, the best time to play is usually during the alpha seasons. So right now we're kind of in like an off season. And what that means is like people are creating, people are participating in competitions. We're all kind of like building right now. So I personally am a game developer. So I make games inside of the sandbox metaverse. A lot of the people here in chat are active because they too are builders, creators, Vox editors. They're making NFTs. They're making art. And like a lot of us have found work, found jobs, careers even, by playing the sandbox. And yeah, unfortunately it is alpha. Not everything loads the first time around. Looks like nobody really wants to play this map. But I do. Yeah, PvP maps don't really work. Host a 1v1? What kind of PvP are you talking about? Oh, okay, Ghost Cat, you're talking about PvP. I worked on my Ball Grabsies map. Do you guys want to try some Ball Grabsies? I need to rename it. I think that's bad branding. I should not call it Ball Grabsies. We'll call it Halfd0rksies. Yikes. This isn't loading very well. It might be this map, actually. Looks like Game Maker doesn't like this map. I swear it's not always this bad, Ghost. I swear. Yeah, Game Maker doesn't like that map. That probably explains why it had a low score. Alright, let's hop into Ball Grabsies then. So I've made it to where 3 people can play. I need to have a reset button. So I guess I'll log in real quick. So, yeah, it's worth noting that I actively work in 3 different accounts building games. But if anybody wants to, hop into Ball Grabsies, we'll attempt to play. Just nobody grab the ball yet. There has to be a reset button though. So basically, if somebody is in there and has already grabbed the ball, then we can't really play. Always grab balls. There you go, Panda. You're married. You're allowed to do that. Panda, are we racing? Where are we racing? Okay, cool. Nobody's here yet. So if anybody wants to pop in, we can demonstrate. The sign should drop the ball. So I just need one person to demonstrate how to play this. So right now I can kick it around. Although collisions are kind of odd right now. Mainly because I have like 4 assets inside this one asset. You can see it's kind of like freaking out. But the objective is to grab the ball and run. It's basically a keep away. But I'm not going to grab it until somebody pops in. And so what will happen is like I'll be carrying this. Alright, there's Rufu. Alright, so Rufu has to grab the ball. And in doing so, a heart will drop. And whoever picks up the heart gets the point. So Rufu... Oh, I'm getting stuck. Oh, I'm too quick for you, Rufu. I'm too quick. Zigzag, zigzag. Alright, hopefully he can tag it. That'd be weird if he couldn't. So now a heart should spawn after 2 seconds. Whoever gets the heart gets the point. So I picked up the heart. And now the next ball should drop. And it did. Alright, so Rufu now picks up the ball. And now I try and grab the ball from him. Alright, I think I tagged it. So I'm looking for the heart now. Nope, looks like I wasn't fast enough. Might have tagged it there. Got it. Okay, I get the heart. And so whoever gets the heart gets the point. So basically, if you're the ball carrier, you're going to want to be looking for that heart to drop. And now the third ball should drop, but it looks like it didn't. But yeah, that was fun. So what I'll do is, so people can PvP, is I need to make a reset button. Mary over here, her job is to destroy the balls. There's no better way to phrase it, but if you bring a ball to her, she will destroy it. But yeah, thank you, Rufu, for the demonstration. Thanks, Fred. Ban him. Yeah, wait, can Rufu do that? So let me set up a button to hopefully restart everything. We were just having this problem with assets not spawning correctly if they have like a parented structure. So, you know, hopefully it'll fix. So this will be a new message we'll make. This will be ball.game.reset. And we'll give it a indicator to point that out. Just screw with you. Sounds good. Old Mary the Ball Destroyer, says Fred. Yeah, that's what they called her. I'm surprised you knew about that nickname there, Fred. Alright, so what we'll do is essentially recreate everything. So we're going to have an asset spawner that spawns all of the balls. We also want to make sure this is working. So my third ball did not drop. Man, all of these words can be taken out of context really easily. So essentially the way this mechanic works is the first person picks it up and that activates, it basically pushes a button that turns the ball into a interactable that drops a heart while removing itself. So now that I've picked it up a second time, it drops a heart. If somebody picks up the heart, it destroys the ball. However, you can't actually destroy it, so it just turns it invisible. And so that's where Mary comes in. Her job's to destroy the balls. So second ball, we're now holding it. Someone would tag it. And now heart drops after 2 seconds. So basically, the advantage goes to the tagger because they know they tagged something. Because you'll see that identificator appear on screen. This one here. So you'll see that if you tag the ball while that's on your screen, the heart will drop after 2 seconds. The other advantage goes to the carrier, because if the carrier gets far enough away, let's say they hide well enough, or perhaps they get to a very advantageous position, they can drop the ball and then interact with it a second time, then pick up the heart. So there's 2 ways to, you know, play that game. And ideally, the way I would structure it is if it depends on how many people are playing. But you would probably take turns, you know, being the runner and being a tagger if it's like a 1v1, etc. Panda Pops, you typed it. I didn't type it. Why would you pin that? Sounds painful, says J-Dog. Yep, Mary can't help. She can't help it. So the third ball dropped. So right now it's working. So we'll leave it at that. Now I'm going to be making an asset spawner. Okay, it's very laggy. Is this still working? This has a single player detection. I'll just change it to multiplayer for now. This is supposed to reset the balls as they hit the ground. I'll keep it for now. But we're going to make a asset spawner that is waiting for that reset message. That way, hopefully, you know, it'll allow players to continue playing with the 3 balls in queue. So now we're going to preset all of these. So I'm going to do shift select. We'll do shift select. And so we can see the midpoint here. Right about there. I'm going to go ahead and save this as a preset. This is going to be all balls. All the balls! And I'm going to put my asset spawner roughly in that location. Use preset. All the balls. And that's going to spawn with a delay, so people can't spam it. We would also want to kill all the balls if that happens, because then somebody who does spam it would probably break the game. Alright, gotta go. See you later, Kay! Have a great one. Oh, Tom has a question. 1 second. Tom asks, would it be possible to prompt asker so that the player can select who got the heart? Player 1 or player 2. That way you would get some kind of scoreboard for honest players, if possible, in multiplayer. That's a good suggestion, Tom. I like that. I think it's possible. Yeah, it's very possible. And then resetting the scoreboard, of course, we would have a message with that too. I won't be doing that today, but I'll make a note of that, because I think that would be a good addition.
V got big balls, I've got big balls, they're such big balls, and they're dirty big balls, and he's got big balls and she's got big balls, but we've got the biggest balls of them all.
Biggest, yeah, yes we do. They're nice, they're big, and they're balls. The balls of all time. Yeah, it tends to happen, Panda. Okay, so with all that set up, I'm gonna go ahead and test it after a quick save.
Can you please stop blue balling us with all this big balls?
No. Also the yellow balls. How about no? Okay, so we also have a timer here. The timer does restart every time you click that sign. So that's pretty helpful. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and pick up the ball 3 times, get that heart 3 times. What's nice is it automatically drops the ball using the actor switcher, but I can still pick it up. So currently it's in my hands, so I'll go feed Mary. Here you go, Mary. Alright, Mary's no longer hungry.
Be careful not to drop the ball. Those balls must be all sweaty and slippery in that desert heat.
Oh, yikes. True. Maybe I should not make it so deserty. Okay, that was the 3rd ball. You can also check how many hearts you have in your inventory in the quest here. So that's another way to check. And so moment of truth, the reset. Does not appear to be resetting. So we'll take another look at that. So it was all the balls spawning on ball.game.reset. This might be out of range. No, I did broadcast range 100. Although that still might be out of range. Do 200. So, yeah, we'll go ahead and move this to the side and see if it'll spawn. No, I'm not seeing it. Maybe the button is no-go? No, I just saw it drop. It's not dropping the doors, though, because we want the doors to remain. Let's take a look. Oh, what the heck? So the doors are here. So I think we're okay. Well, I'm going to publish this and call it a day. This has been a fun little detour. But yeah, as for multiplayer maps, moral of the story, people are making new stuff. This I took a few days out of my week, last week, to try and create. It was pretty fun. Can we get the logic donut in the picture? All the balls. No, Ghost Cat's been converted. You guys are easily corrupting everyone. It's them balls, bro. It's them balls. Alright, I'm gonna publish this, and then you guys can try to play it. Okay, so we don't get the logic donuts in the picture. So this is gonna be Halfd0rksies. Because ball grabsies might get me in trouble. No, wait, I did single player. I don't think I toggled it correctly. I might have unchecked it on accident. Halfd0rksies. This game will be nuts. Ah, Tom. Have a ball testing. Oh god, that was a slip of the tongue. Oh, stop! Beans! Hey, those are cool beans. I have to end the stream now. Okay, we've got Halfd0rksies, number 43. If anybody wants to try, we'll try it. Got more. No more, Tom, please. Yeah, shake my head emote. Okay, Sparky, I'll keep that in mind. Maybe we can put something together. I actually have commissioned an artist to make me 6 emotes. If they're good, you'll see them soon. But those are, I guess, beans. Alright, if anybody wants to play, we're testing it. But then after this, I'm gonna go. Because I am not balling right now. I'm so old! Would anybody like to play Halfd0rksies? Formerly known as ball grabsies, but that got me in trouble. Are there any PvE maps? Oh, there's tons of PvE maps with mobs to fight. Again, just to kind of refer what's happened in our space in the sandbox, 0.8 just came out. People are making new maps with all these new multiplayer features, lights, VFX, post-processing. That just came out, so people are now creating in that. 0.7, if you install that older version, there's a much larger library. In fact, I think 0.8 you can still play those maps. I'm fairly certain you can still play them, if anybody can confirm that. Like, they'll show up in the library. But yeah, as for the website maps, you know, right now we don't have many options. So, well, it looks like nobody wants to play Halfd0rksies, so I'm gonna play by myself. I'm gonna play. I'm not gonna say it. I'm not gonna say it. Play with my dorksies. So if you guys ever hear me say dorksies, that means balls. Stop it, Panda! Panda said the quiet part out loud. Damn it, Panda.
You can do it!
Thanks, Go West. Couldn't have done it without you. Here comes the ball. For free! Yes, for free! Enjoy the show! Nobody else wanted to play. So that should drop the third ball. And then somebody tags it. Heart drops, pick up the heart. And then, because we're all done, we'll want to go to the reset. Oh, hey, Rufu. Doesn't look like the reset's working. I'm not seeing it. Okay, there's a ball. Now the sign should spawn it. Okay. It looks like it's getting caught. Alright, there we go. Rufu, do the honors. Nice. It seems to be missing the trail. Yeah, so this goes back to the asset spawning with parent problem. So it might not be spawning the parent hierarchy correctly. There you go, Mary. Have a ball. Nom 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 nom. So yeah, Rufu, let us try and tag that. Oh, I died. Oh wait, does this kill everybody in the space? Rufu, come back. Rufu, come back. Baby, come back. Oh yeah, that kills everybody. This is a single player button. And it's killing everybody. Interesting. Alright, Rufu, let me see if I can touch your ball. Oh god. Okay, it worked. That's a good sign. But as I suspected, people have been touching the reset button too many times. So now we have too many balls. But nobody's crashed, which is also a plus. Radcon Dev, what's up? Looking fly AF. Imagine having 3 balls. Couldn't be me, Ghost Cat. Maybe the last person. Yeah, Mary has just kind of like given balls freely to the community. But if we have extras, we just give them to Mary here. We can't reset this appropriately, so I need to make this message here kill the previous balls, which isn't too difficult, I suppose. What the heck? What the heckaroni? But anyway, yeah, Wicked, thank you for the reminder. We're going to head over to the Pickaxe Master. So welcome in. Hey, Slater Raid, what's happening? Yeah, I basically made like a PvP game. We had some new faces pop in, like Ghostface. And, yeah. I mean, we had some pretty successful tests. It's not crashing. I just need to fix some of the mechanics. So we can respawn the balls now. You'll see these invisible arrows, though. Those are previous balls. That's what we feed to Mary. That's what Mary likes to eat. Invisible balls. Invisiballs. Look at her go. Atta girl. You know what? I'm gonna probably make it not a female human NPC, because that inspires things. Cool. So we've got the ball has respawned. We drop it. Drop it. Drop it. It's not dropping. I think my cat's mad at me. Alright, we're going to Pickaxe Masters before it gets worse. But yeah, thanks for chilling, Ghost Cat. It was nice to meet you. Thanks for popping in, Radcon Dad, Slater Raid. Thanks, OG Shakespeare, for the raid. Panda Pops, thanks for being sus. Stick around, everybody, for the raid. We're heading to Pickaxe Master.
You're all free now!
You're all free now! Yeah! Philip White, catch you later. Thanks for popping in. Even my girlfriend has plus.
And I love you, random citizen.
Escape from Artist, thank you. Peace out. Fredford, again, loved your event yesterday. Make sure you guys hype up Fredford over on social media. Bye, everybody. Wicked, see you later. Tom, thanks as always. See you, Rufu. Good eye, Mike. Mosquita, peace out. Bye, everybody. Hoddle Hill, thank you. Bye-bye. Go west. You can't stay here. Not yet. J-Dog, peace out, dude. Thanks so much. Bye, everybody. See you, Slater Raid.